All right. I read recently, while I have you here, that you've cut out Diet Cokes. I also understand that you're coming in around 270. So it sounds like you mean business in terms of sitting down on your punches and fighting more than moving. Why cut out Diet Cokes?
It's just something, a little sacrifice more. You know, I love my Diet Cokes, and I was having, I don't know, 20, 30 in a day sometimes.
Well, that's a little ridiculous.
It is a little ridiculous, but, you know, whatever. So I cut them out. I took them away from myself. I took everything that I held dear, or everything that I like, I took it out of my life. I've been away in Las Vegas for 10 weeks by the time the fight comes around, and I've not had my wife here, my kids, I've not had no drinks, I've not had nothing. I've not put a single object in my mouth that shouldn't have been there. The only thing that I put in is what the nutritionist wrote on a piece
So
of
really
paper.
it's not so much about health as it is about making a sacrifice.
Mentally, it's mental sacrifice, that's for sure.
Testing yourself mentally. There was a light heavyweight champ in the 80s named Marvin Johnson. Used to not shower for a month before a fight. But that was not so much about sacrifice as about the other guy doesn't want him anywhere near him. And Marvin Johnson had put his body on the other guy. What about making that sacrifice is like important to you for this rematch? Like, why that?
I always take these camps very serious, and I always train hard. But this time I pushed it to the extent where I couldn't have done any more. This is the career-defining fight. This is the fight who cements who's the best heavyweight of this generation right now. So I pulled out all the stops. I know Deontay Wilder's been at home with his wife and kids, so that gives me an advantage. I know that Deontay Wilder's been drinking his, whatever he likes to drink, his sodas and whatever, and eating home-cooked food by his aunt, because I've seen it on the TV show. So he's been living in his comfort zones, and I've been out of mine. People have been going away in training camps for over 100 years, training for fights and battles. So I've really gone back to the basics, really gone back to the old school, and I am sure it's going to work on the night. It'll all pay off. All this sacrifice of the last 10 years will pay off.
And here's Deontay Wilder's arrival now at the MGM Grand in Las Vegas, Nevada. Who do you think had the better car? Who came in the better car, Tyson?
I think the red Ferrari over that
camo range.
Camo Rolls.
What is that? No, Rolls. Okay, yeah. The doors are opening backwards.
I even had a convertible.
Damn. Better dressed?
Definitely. Better looking? Definitely. Better talker? Hell yeah.
And yet, what you're talking about making all
Look,
those...
he's even got his wife with him here.
Yeah, it looks that way.
My wife's nowhere to be seen, because we are Spartans!
When Deontay, just get real quick, Tyson, everything you're sacrificing for this fight sounds like you're acknowledging the level of opponent that you're fighting. Not only what's on the line, but the level of opponent. You've been in the ring with Vladimir Klitschko before anyone had beaten him in the last 10 years. You were in the ring with Deontay Wilder when he was undefeated for the first time. Is this an acknowledgement that this guy is just different from everybody else?
Definitely not. For the first time in my high-profile boxing career, the first time ever I've actually got everything right. Before I fought Vladimir Klitschko, I lost 6.5 stone. There's 14 pounds in 1 stone, so do the maths. And then I went in and fought Vladimir, beat him. Then, for the Wilder fight, I was out the ring 2.5 years.
Your dad was saying you could put you were like the doughboy. Yeah?
I had 6 months training, straight back in with Wilder, beat him. This time, I've not had to lose any weight. I've been in camp for 2 years, solid. Fight after fight, five fights and 6 training camps back to back. This is the best Tyson Fury there's ever been. And I'm doing it because I'm giving myself the best opportunity to become the 2nd man in history only to win the Ring Magazine belt twice, behind Muhammad Ali. So that's why I put the sacrifice in.
Champ, thanks for stopping by and talking to me. Appreciate it as always. Good luck.
Thanks, Max, and I'll see you on Saturday.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.